When we save an elder from a fire, how often do we think that we're actually preserving culture? When there's that kind of event happening, culture is not the first thought that comes to mind.
We have to teach the story about your hunt at the
We found out that that is what we're doing when we stopped by a workshop today being conducted by the Institute of Social and Cultural Research at the Government House in Belize City.
In the aftermath or the midst of a natural disaster or a hurricane or so forth, living heritage is affected. Even though you might not think about it or you might not be aware of it, protecting an elder is protecting living heritage. You are protecting your grandmother's recipes, you're protecting the oral history of a community, you are protecting the architectural technique of a home. When you protect living heritage, you might not know that that is what you are protecting. Or sometimes you might not think that this needs protection. What if a flood comes or a hurricane comes and wipe out all of the crops that I use for my medicinal, traditional healing? What do I do then?
The faces, complexions, and attire of the people around the table depict their individual ingrained cultures. Those unique features also add to the lively discussion. Florencia Castillo is a traditional food caterer who says she has been interested in this kind of a discussion since childhood.
In my tradition, in my home, I grew up eating many foods that are not prepared today.
What tradition is that?
Tradition is eating chaya, eating cocoyol, stew pumpkin. It was very difficult for me, being a young adult, continue eating these foods. So I knew in my mind that I had to prepare myself to continue having this available for myself and for my children.
Castillo said the types of food she was accustomed to eating became scarce, but she took steps that put her in a position to reintroduce them to her community.
And I educated myself. I took courses in food preparation, food processing, agriculture, different aspects, pesticide control, you can just name it, soy milk making, honey production, what I need to do to sustain this forever.
Lucia Ellis is a traditional healer whose resource center is based in Unitedville, Cayo, but who takes her services countrywide. For her, preserving what she has been accustomed to is important so that her grandchildren can follow in her footsteps.
My interest is herbal medicine, so I am very focused on that, identifying the plants. Are the people aware of the richness that is there? As a grandmother, I want to see this knowledge passed on to my grandchildren and future generations, and to build awareness for even adults, safeguarding. There's a lot of knowledge out there that people have that is not being documented. So if we don't document it, we won't be able to, and we don't encourage the practicing, it will be lost. If you don't use it, you lose it.
The group will head north to Sartaneja on Thursday. April Martinez, a living heritage officer with the Institute, says the purpose of the trip will be to apply the inventorying the participants have learned.
They're going to take everything that they have been learning over the past few days and tomorrow, and we're going to go to a coastal community. We're going to go to Sartaneja and apply that inventorying. We want to document it, we want to save it, we want to protect it so that if something does happen, we have it in our record keeping, that it exists somewhere. It's an inventory list. We have it. It's called the Belize livingheritage.org website, and that is where we have been for the past couple of years, collecting, documenting it, and displaying it for public education.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.